Okay. Let go. You didn't let me get my moment, so I want to say my name is Khadijata Diallo, and I'm graduating today. I don't like how you snatched the mic out of my hand, so today is going to be all about me. Oh, drops the mic. Congratulations!
Hey, good girl. Just graduated. I didn't have anyone to come to my graduation, so.
In the last couple of days, I have seen so many gross displays of indignity, no class, gutter snipe behavior, and I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. You know, I keep asking myself when I see these gross displays of indecency and disrespect, is this what our elders and forefathers fought for this? One example, the young lady who made a spectacle of herself at graduation and felt justified to snatch the microphone out of this woman's hand because she felt slighted. Now, video has come, other video accounts have stated that her viewpoint was wrong, that many of them nobody got a chance to hold the microphone, and everyone had their opportunity to give their name, but it seems as though she wanted her moment. But also, I noticed that the young woman, stated that no one came to her graduation. I'm not going to say I wonder why, because in those moments, there should be somebody there to congratulate and support you. But even if they didn't, so you chose to represent yourself like that. Now, we're not going to talk about the fact, well, I am going to talk about it. The fact that the woman could press charges for assault, because I know I would have. I would have, because as you look at the entanglement, this mature, possibly elder woman, wrist could be fractured, sprained, or anything. That's assault. Where my law enforcement folk at? I be pressing charges. And it's obvious to me, or I question the kind of examples she has had. Because in my opinion, if she would have had the right kind of examples, she would know better. And why I say that? My daughter's 29. And I taught her from a young age, you don't embarrass me. And I was taught from a young age, you don't embarrass me. In other words, you don't embarrass the family. And if she felt slighted, what kind of examples, if any, did she see to resolve conflict or moments of unjust behavior? See, my daughter saw me in action. Okay? She saw me in action. From me being in the military to even being out of the military, she saw me in action. She saw me in action read you, if you will, up one side, down the other, and not needing to use a cuss word, not needing to yell. She saw me handle business if I had to send a detailed letter of my discontent, or if I had to sit in a meeting, which I had to do with her there when it came to her schooling, her employers, when she was a minor, all of it. So now that she is an adult, she knows how to conduct herself when having discourse in such environments. Recently is a proud mommy moment when she shared with me in her current workspace that she's having some difficulty there with certain practices. So during the team meetings are all hands. When everybody else is afraid to speak up, my daughter is not, but she does it in a way that is professional and respectful. So much so that her colleagues have said on her behalf they would like for her to speak on their behalf because she speaks eloquently and professionally, not gutter snipe-ish, not like she has no home training. What happened to the dignity? What happened to the self-respect? What about a sense of decorum? And we wonder why the world looks at us women the way they do. Because all of us don't act like that. But that's what they see. Regrettably, they're seeing more of this type of behavior than the positive behavior. So again, that's what they expect. And I'm seeing this more and more in the workplace. And shame on the individuals who were applauding her doing that foolishness, because I'm sorry. I know millennials and zennials on the way to taking over, but right now, Gen Xers are still making the hiring decisions, okay? We're still making those, for the most part. When it comes to high-level positions, it's us. So we're gonna look at such behavior and make decisions accordingly. Well, why do you say that, TJ? Because I'm doing it on a daily basis now. Yeah. So you can act a fool if you want to. There are such things as consequences and repercussions, and it is clear to me in this generation of folk, they didn't understand, or they have not been taught that there are consequences and repercussions from your actions. Hush. So, conflict resolution. There were so many ways she could handle it if she felt slighted. She could have wrote a scathing letter. She could have addressed the person privately, because see, no one knew about her issue until she made it one. Now the whole world knows. And from what I see, it wasn't the way she made it out to be. See, I'm glad, for all the people, all y'all to say the traditionalists, the boomers, what they messed up. Let me tell you what they didn't, what they showed us, whether we were scared or not. They showed us you better act like you got some sense. They showed us you better act like you got some home training. They showed us don't you disrespect me, and don't you embarrass me. They also taught us I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, I ain't your friend. And it's evident in the chickens coming home to roost, because these folk are out of control. And it's disgraceful. And you may say, well, TJ, of course you're going to have that perspective because you're 56. But you know what? It was instilled in me in a young age. It was instilled in me in a young age. I knew better. I still do. I'm grown on my own, middle-aged grandma. When I'm, the things that inspired me to keep me in check. First of all, I'm not going to disrespect myself. I'm not going to disrespect my husband. I'm not going to dishonor my husband. I'm not going to dishonor my parents, especially my grandfather, the memory of my grandfather for what he sacrificed so I'd have the opportunities. Oh, absolutely not. And listen up, female. This is not going to be the only time that you're going to be slighted. This is not going to be the only time you deem that you were treated unfairly or disrespectfully. But you're going to need to come up with another way to address your discontent, or become a business owner yourself. But even when you become a business owner, should that happen, you're going to have standards too. Where you're going to have to correct behavior or hold someone accountable for their actions. So yeah, I knew better. And I taught that to my daughter, who's going to teach it to my granddaughter. Because you will get dealt with. My daughter knew. Like I said, listen, I don't know if she was scared of me. I don't know, don't care. But she knew better. I was scared of my mom, sure was. But guess what? I went on to make her proud because I knew better. And I'm going to say it one more time. Until y'all are in charge, and it's coming, Y'all can do what you want to do, but y'all ain't in charge of everything right now. It's still people like me who gonna make them decisions. And everybody ain't gonna be no entrepreneur, okay? Some folk gonna have to actually work on jobs. So all y'all employers out there, I hope y'all saw her. Show her bona fide ass and govern yourselves accordingly.